Now, the Equitable Life was once considered the most respectable pension company in the UK. But in 2000, the firm neared collapse when a vast black hole in its finances became apparent. Hundreds of thousands of savers had the value of their policies cut.
Well, thousands of investors are trying to recoup some of their losses from the government, and one of them is the actress Honor Blackman, who's promising Gordon Brown he has a fight on his hands. And she joins us now. Very good morning to you.
Good morning.
And it's not just that you're taking up this cudgel on behalf of other people, you're personally affected.
Yes, I mean, I'm fortunate in a way, in as much as I'm still able to work and recoup some of my losses. But there are so many people who were cut off in their prime, so to speak, and now they're, what, 60 or something like that, and you know how difficult it is to get a job at such an age.
Tell us what happened in your case.
Well, in my case, I bought my pension in the 90s, and already in the 90s they were aware that they were technically insolvent. In fact, in November 1999, I bought mine. They knew then that they were going to the war, and we were all going to the war, and yet they had a great spending spree. Well, the salesmen were asked to get lots more policies. But who was that for? That was to make sure that I think that they were safe, but the rest of us were going to lose our money. And mine has been cut in half, and each year it's dwindling, so very shortly it'll be gone altogether. So
people's savings, their pension savings, there was a pot of money that was cut dramatically, and it's literally getting smaller all the time.
Yes, absolutely. And there are people now who are having to take benefit, who are having to sell their houses. I mean, the misery that's been caused is fantastic.
What are you seeking? Because people
full compensation
from the government.
Seeking. Yes, yes, indeed. They were going to give us full compensation in 2001, I think it was, and then Howard Davis, the head of the FSA, said, "Oh, you can't do that because that will be to admit that our regulator has failed." Well, he manifestly did fail, you know, but in order that we shouldn't know how much they'd failed, they've covered that all up over the years.
What is your plan then to press for action to get this full compensation? How are you hoping to go about this?
Well, we're hoping to shame the government because for 9 years now it's been smoothed over and kicked into the long grass, and it's about time that they coughed up. I mean, they saved the Icelandic investors to the tune of $5 billion. That is a foreign bank, and it isn't regulated in this country, and yet they can't compensate us.
Do you see a paradox between what's happened with bankers and the amount of money that's pumped into that system and the people you're representing now?
I sure do. I mean, if you fail with the banks, they behave so badly, and we've hurled all our hard-earned money at the banks. And now the people who've actually behaved responsibly and provided for their futures, we can sink as far as the government is concerned.
And this isn't just about coming on television talking about it. I mean, you're active in the protest outside Parliament, wasn't there?
Well, and it was symbolic in as much as we had 15 coffins at the protests that we did, because 15 people belonging to Equitable Life die every day uncompensated, and one can't help thinking that an awful lot of those deaths are exacerbated by the fact that they are worried and miserable in their old age. It's really disgusting, and it's time that Gordon Brown did something about it.
So when you speak to other people who have been affected, is that what you get a sense of, the sense of
the
depression?
Outrage is fantastic, yes, fantastic, and rightly so. I mean, it's so maddening. All the people who, through the years, bought things that they couldn't afford and got into debt, and the people who are thoroughly responsible like us, we can sink as far as they're concerned.
Well, thank you ever so much for coming on to talk to us about it, Honor Blackman, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you again. It sounds like this...
It's a possibility,
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for now.